This is the show for sales professionals and their leadership wanting to be the best. My name is Gert Schultz. Welcome to Best Practice for Sales Professionals. How do you get good impartial advice when it comes to payments processing for your business? That is the question answered by my amazing guest today. She's built a business of expert payment advisors and brokers based in the UK and Europe. Libby James, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you for having me. That was very kind. Good intro.
Terrific. Well, thanks for coming on the show. So your business advises merchants the best payment solutions for their business. How do you go about finding those potential clients for your business?
Okay, so Merchant Advice Service pinpoints problems that people experience within card payment processing, and then we write about those types of problems and how to overcome them. So we're really industry specific. For instance, if you are looking for an account for a bathroom fitter, we will have given tips and advice surrounding that. So we wanted to become the go-to when it came to any issue within the industry, and then also on the back of that, offer the solution.
Terrific. So it's you write about interesting subjects on the website, on social media, and that's how clients come to you.
Yeah, exactly. I think in our industry and any financial industry, the industry terminology is sometimes quite complex. So the manner in which we deliver our content is, I always say, in the same way you would your mate in a pub. So we're really straightforward. We don't use the industry bump, and we give free, honest advice.
Okay, so you come from a regulated background in financial services. Why would merchants today need professional advice?
Yeah, so I was a mortgage broker for some time, which is very different from merchant services. And obviously being a mortgage broker, it was an advice-led role, and you were always acting in the best interest of your customer. And I really felt within card payments that there were lots of salespeople out there, but there weren't people giving genuine advice, even if it meant losing out on that business yourself, but doing what's right for the person that's come to you. So for instance, there's door-to-door salesmen, cold calling, really hard sales. And I actually think if you speak to an expert and you gain the right advice, that person should see you through the lifetime of your business and adapt your payment needs as your business grows or things change. Whereas sometimes the difference between advice and sales is that the salesperson will make that sale and then they'll be gone and they've moved on to the next sale. Whereas advice is a continuing relationship.
Interesting. And I come from that same background. I know exactly what you're saying there. So you start working with a client. What are the typical issues that you have to solve for them? What are the challenges?
Well, first of all, no day is ever the same in our industry. We deal with lots of different clients, and no business is the same, therefore no problem is the same. But the most common ones and where we specialise is businesses that have been served notice or terminated by their existing account provider, or people that have gone to their existing bank looking for card processing and they've been declined by your high street provider and they need to look at alternative options. So they would probably be our main areas.
And are merchants aware of how it actually works within payments, about risk, about payment settlement and that kind of thing?
I think if I'm going to be perfectly honest, the majority of merchants we deal with haven't got a clue when they come to us, which is why we really wanted to strip it back to basics and explain, right, okay, you're deemed high risk because of X, Y, and Z reasons, and this is how we're going to handle your application. And these are the banks that have the appetite to your type of business at the moment. So therefore, we're going to get a successful application through with them. I think understanding merchant services has taken me years to establish. So the average business owner, I don't think fully understands how it works and the complexities surrounding that. But that's why we exist as a company. So
Yeah, trust is a key word in financial services. It's a key word in payments. Uh, uh, and you play the role here of a trusted advisor. What does good look like in wanting and becoming a trusted advisor in the payments industry?
So for me, I think it's seeing the long term. If you are giving good, honest advice, you're not just thinking about the customer and the here and now. You're thinking, okay, they're a startup, but in 2 years' time, where they're going to be, I'm not going to tie them into a lengthy contract if we're then adjusting, or they're new to processing and therefore they're going to be charged higher rates. So let's touch base with them in 12 months' time and make sure that we can get them better rates. So from that trust and that ongoing and long-term foresight, you instantly become a better advisor, because you're doing what's right for the client and you're building that platform of honesty and expertise.
And that's such a key word, isn't it? That expertise, honesty, and thinking of the client first rather than maybe looking at your commissions, if I can put it that way.
Yeah, I mean, so many people we speak to that want to work with us always come in on a commission angle. And that's why we take the same commission from every bank and every customer we deal with, because we want to remain unbiased. And we have been offered greater commissions elsewhere or preferential deals. But actually, in reality, for us to do the best job for our customer, we've got to be on the customer's side. So let's forget about the commissions. That of course is what keeps our business afloat, don't get me wrong. But if my customer was my best mate, what would I be telling them to do? And that's our starting point.
Fantastic, and that's what you said right at the beginning. So I'm sure there are salespeople now thinking, well, I want to become a trusted advisor. Maybe I'm too salesy, if I can put it, and I want to become a trusted advisor. What 3 tips would you give people who want to make this transition?
Okay, so yeah, there's definitely clear definitions in between sales and making a quick buck and becoming an advisor. I think the key one for me is one that we've just touched on, the long term. If you're always going after the quick wins and the quick sales, you're not going to build that trust. You're not going to create long-term relationships with your customer and therefore become their go-to and their advisor. So that's the first one. The second, I think we always do this. We give insights for free, because our industry, as you know, is really complex. And we think if we can help customers to understand and demystify all the terminology or their transaction statements or anything else, then you reach that expert level quite quickly, because they will ask you questions and they will come to you. You'll be the go-to. So I think that's quite important. And then I think the third one, which I always say, I speak the customer's language, so that you can't be an expert in, say, bathroom sales if you don't know how a bathroom salesman works and how their customers are going to process payments. So having that basic understanding will allow you to give accurate advice.
True words spoken there. Be an expert. Understand the business that you're in. Very good. So Libby, if there are merchants out there right now who say, well, I want to talk to your business, the name of the website is coming past right now, but can they get in touch with you?
Yeah, of course. I'm on LinkedIn all the time. So yeah, feel free.
Okay, fantastic. Libby, thanks for coming on the show. Thanks for your insight and have a great day.
Thanks for having me.